Well, it's been very fast, and Manly have really defended well under enormous pressure, but have been able to keep the Tigers out so far. The Tigers have won all the scrums. Connor's chasing his kick through, picks it up magnificently.
That was beautiful. Under enormous pressure to take that ball there on the bounce was great.
Now, great opportunity now as Tuvey runs onto the Hasler pass. Still going, Tuvey. Tuvey's going to go all the way. Oh, great stuff from Manly.
Well, totally against the run of play. I can't believe that Manly are led in this game, and we'll see that again on the State Bank replay. It's just an extraordinary piece of football. A little bit of brilliant extemporisation. And here's the end part of it. We see now with Tuvey coming away. It all started with that beautiful O'Connor take of the kick through by Lyons. But there he is, just swivelling out of tackles and going on, showing his enormous speed, very quick off the mark. And that's the way it was. But here's Hasler running from after O'Connor had taken that kick from Lyons under enormous pressure. There's Tuvey, the big swivel, able to get away from Benny Elias there. That was a masterful bit of football to pivot like that and score a magnificent solo try. Now here's the little chip from Lyons. O'Connor from an onside position comes, and between two Balmain players takes it under enormous pressure and does so well to hang on to it. From here he's allowed to get to his feet, which he does fairly quickly, and Hasler runs from dummy half on the open side of the ruck, pops it to Tuvey, who was on his shoulder. He goes, swivels through the Elias tackle, suddenly sights opening and goes, and there he is, just a blinding a bit of acceleration there at that stage, and scores a magnificent try.
Wishart was able to get his hand to it. Curry straight across field, links up with Keane. Now Delaney, change of direction. Come back for Jones. Now it's out for Ebb. Ebb's in the clear. The little kick over Alchin. Ebb is there. Ebb gets it, regathers and scores a fine individual try. The Steelers score. The fans love it.
Could you be in any doubt that Illawarra scored a try? 10,022 people suddenly found their voices. They've waited a long time for this. There was the play. This is around about the quarter line. Moved out there wide. Now there's Ebb. He saw a gap. He went back through. Cut back. Little kick over the top of Alchin. Won the race to the bouncing ball in the in-goal area. Always good stuff. Always that... he's got a little bit of pace too. A little bit of exceptional pace, this fella. He's very quick to get motivated. Very quick to get going. Now he does a nice little kick over the top. The ball went slightly off the right-hand side of his foot. We'll see that again. I don't know whether it was intentional. We'll see it again and just watch and see whether he did intend to kick the ball slightly to the right off the edge of his foot. Now watch it as he comes towards us. There's the little kick. Well, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I think he was running one way and he wanted to kick it in a different direction slightly, and he certainly won the race to the ball. That's a good quick thinking try. Martin Ebb, the try scorer.
Also in trouble is Newcastle's Mark Sargent. We were surprised to see him come back for the second half, but he's certainly been hobbling so far. Now Allen. Just on halfway. Dowling. Oh, good ball from Dowling. Found Walters. Now Johns. Now it's black for Conway. That's clever stuff. Last tackle, however, against the Broncos. Johns from dummy half with some room to move. Johns will score! Underneath the post. Chris Johns on the last tackle caught Newcastle napping. Oh, how sweet it is if you're a Brisbane Bronco fan to see this fella, Johns, go like this. It looks as though he's starting at a 100-yard race and just come out of the blocks. Magnificent. He had that distance to go, and he really put the acceleration on. There was no marker there. They'd all spread wide, and he just went straight through the middle, avoided the Sam Stewart tackle, and scored a try. Look at this giant lunge and the effort that's gone into this sprint. Really great. Sam Stewart only touched him on the back, and that's a try that I think has put this game well and truly beyond the Newcastle side. Great work from Chris Johns. Republican, 26.
Barnes burst straight through. Mark Barnes downfield, has support on the inside. He looks for Leach. Now he goes to the outside. Kenny there. Kenny takes the tackle of Neal. Neal ready to race through the slow play the ball. Bugden Up in the line is Brashen. Try and cut it off. It's gone loose to McGarry. McGarry, the referee says play on. Mann chasing McGarry. McGarry trying to outstreak him to the line. Desperate dive from Mann, and McGarry will score. McGarry has scored a very important try. Balmain take a lead of 18 points to 10 midway through the second half.
Hewitt will play it. Now Roy Simmons, good run from him. Now Clark,
who's becoming something of a try scorer in recent matches.
Here's Cartwright. Crowd urging the referee to keep the Brisbane side back. Carter gets to the halfway mark. Penrith starting to look pretty good as Darren Stewart gets into the 22. He's got support. Oh, this is a great Penrith try. Fittler is in to score. But that's a magnificent effort. It started way back in the Penrith side of halfway.
Yes, indeed, and I've got to say that young Carter, with his quick handling, was one of the prime movers in it. Cartwright started it all off with a beautiful slip pass out there to number 8, Barry Walker. There was Carter's pass. You saw it go out there to Fittler. How Carter got his pass away, I'll never know. Got it out to Stewart, the big lanky young winger who's supposed to be one of the fastest men in rugby league. And back on the inside to Brad Fittler, and he goes in for a splendid, absolutely splendid try. But watch Alexander, the big fella Cartwright again. Away there to Walker. Walker goes just nicely to Carter, that lovely pass away, well pulled in by Fittler, out to Stewart. Stewart strides out, very nearly ankle tapped as he goes through, and perfectly timed the pass back inside to Fittler, who'd backed up on the inside. Now that's what you call quality play, absolutely beautiful, and run into a very strong win.
Here's Green. In the middle of the sand. Fittler. Stepping beautifully off the left foot. Into the clear is Fittler. Hoff missed him. Fittler might score on his own. He will. Oh, brilliant solo effort from Brad Fittler. Sensational stuff from him.
Well, what can I say about this talented youngster, 18 years of age, scoring a solo try like that? Absolutely superb. Watch him as he gets the ball and steps, goes back on the inside of Dowling and just takes off and really goes. Now, look at Hoff. Hoff is a long, very good defender normally. He was made to look very inept on that occasion. Mind you, a fullback's got nothing on the go for himself when a player's got that much side space and he can use his feet. But there he went inside Dowling and outside of Walters. Comes to Hoff, the big step off the left foot, straightens, goes, gets caught just as he comes to the line by Khan and scores a magnificent try. That really is copybook rugby league. This Penrith side are firing like cannons today, let me tell you.
8-6. The Sharks lead by 2. Diamond. 10 metres short of halfway. Now Speechley, head down, trying to get under the tackle. Roach is there to claim him right on the halfway mark. Here's Miller. Miller got a football away to Eddinghausen. E.T.'s flying. They're not going to catch him. He's in the corner. Great try by Eddinghausen. Yes. He just put the accelerator down and away he went.
Yes, magnificent stuff. Showed his quality there. But again, you've got to go for Gavin Miller, who's putting through this gap. Now watch this. This is a beautiful bit of football. Quality stuff. Just look at that. That is magnificent play for a forward. He's only done 2 things magnificently in this match. He's been a run-of-the-mill player in some respects, Gavin Miller, but he's given 2 magnificent passes, and it's been a magic time for Cronulla on the end of each one of those. Eddinghausen scoring the try there with the great pace that he's got. That's the sort of thing you expect from him. As you see the try now portrayed from low level, and that Gavin Miller turn, the evasion of the first tackle, giving it to Eddinghausen. Isn't that a beautiful sight? Eddinghausen looking like a flying horse there as he goes along there with that magnificent run. Beautiful stuff. Andrew Eddinghausen.
Townsend wants the ball again. He almost gets to the 22, but he's hitting some good North Sydney defence. Roberts hits it up and he busts through the front line. Gets a pass away to Shelford. Great football, Robertson. Shelford still going. Finds his support now in Townsend. Townsend just on the field has made an impact.
Let's emphasise is what we said before. Roberts had to find a front rower in support.
Bella, Lyons, Tuvey cuts through. Inside it runners. O'Connor slips it to Lyons. The referee says the pass was okay and Lyons is coming around for the try. Right behind the sticks. Lowe and the Manly Brains Trust confer. It's 8 points all with the conversion to come. We'll look closely at the last pass. But here it was. Manly on the attack after the great football from Robertson Shelford. Quick hands here. Quick passes to put Tuvey away. He flies down the line. Inside was O'Connor, and alongside him was Cliff Lyons backing up. Bronson salutes behind him, and Lyons remembers we need these 2 points, and around he goes.
This is the result of a great break by the front rowers, Roberts. If you have a look there, great short balls there by Bella onto Tuvey. The passing back inside to O'Connor here, but I think that the ball was definitely forward there to Lyons. 6 points on the board, but I think the referee has made a mistake there. It should have been a forward pass.
Cliff Lyons, 28 years of age, rejected an offer from the Gold Coast for this season.
More than 2-1 just lately against the Raiders. Goodwin. Couple of great charges in the first half. Now to start the second half. Just as hot for the Eels. Sterling takes it to the defence. Kenny stepping. Flick for Sterling. Unloads for Lydiard, who's got Cragovic. Could this be number 2? Does he have the legs to get there? No, Sterling does. Sterling's got a try. It's Jackson. Jackson's got it. What a way to start the second.
Well, this is a great try, a magnificent try. We'll see it again from the inception on the Nissan replay, and you can judge. This is great stuff. Sterling there with a long pass out there to Kenny. Now watch the weave, the little swerve, gets a pass on the flick back inside to Sterling. Sterling's then got Lydiard beside him. Now Lydiard's no slouch, but he didn't decide to run. He gave it out there to Cragovic. Cragovic went like blazes. In the last moment, he was just about to be tackled. He got the pass back on the outside to Jackson, and that's a very good try. Now, Kenny's beautiful stuff. The little body swerve, wrong foot's O'Sullivan, gets it back to Sterling. Sterling away there. Now, here's Cragovic on the sprint. He's really moving. He thought he was going to get there on his own. Tackled from behind by Martin, but got the pass away beautifully to Jackson, and Jackson's in for his 4th try in the last 2 matches. Great stuff.
Danny Lee worked well for the Sharks today. Staines. Back up the middle for Miller. I wonder if he really played that correctly in just tapping that ahead. McGaw charges onto it. Floats it out. Wilson's there. Back infield for Staines. Spina. Oh, that's magnificent hands. Out to Wilson. Oh, what a try in the end. Oh, what a try. But I still ask the question, did Miller play it correctly?
Well, the Cronulla side are euphoric after that, as well they might be. This was an astonishing try. Miller was the man that started it. He made the charge forward. Gets to his feet quickly here. Did he touch it with his foot? Well, apparently he did. He swivels straight away, gives it out there to a support. Then the pass there to McGaw might have been a fraction forward, I thought, but Luke Massey was the man that gave it to him. Out there, back on the inside to Staines. Staines then onto Spina. Spina back to Hatch. Hatch goes up the sideline, reverses himself, and gives it out there to number 2, Alan Wilson, and Wilson in for a try. That is an extraordinary try. The way it came, this has given a hell of a lift to the Cronulla side. There was just the semblance of a possibility that one pass might have been forward, but obviously the referee's in a much better position to see it than we are. There it was, back inside to Spina. Spina, quick hands back to Hatch. He wrong foots the opposition, gives it out to Wilson. Wilson's almost screeching for it at that stage, and over he goes and scores what is probably one of the best tries we've seen this year.
There's about 60 seconds of play remaining. The Broncos well in control. Langer. Gone with the feed. Johns.
The only one that was won against the feed was when Parramatta were in a strong attacking position up underneath the goalpost.
Now here he goes again, Shearer. He's beaten another one, and he's got daylight in front of him. Oh, they're not going to catch him. Shearer! Is he going to get there? I'll tell you what, of course he is. Dale Shearer caps a magnificent game with a tremendous try from back on his own corner.
Yes, the player is a freak. He is quite exceptional. I can tell you quite authoritatively, Bear, if I could have ever run that fast, nobody would ever see the ball. I would never pass it. He is an incredible player. Look at him just carrying the football naturally to track something from the base, but he's still keeping well away from his opponent there. Scott Mann. Glenn Lydiard came across in cover, rather forlorn hope. But here, as the hooter goes, we're going to see him just round his man beautifully. Laurie was the last tackle that got anywhere near him. Beat about 3 back there, and then the 50-metre sprint. Now the determination and the look of power on this man. He glides across the turf. Loire de la Meadow, they used to call out about Bevan, the English wing three-quarter, or the Australian wing three-quarter that played for Warrington back in the old days. Loire de la Meadow, the king of the turf, was the French translation.
Only 8-4 to the Bulldogs. Good ball away from McGann to bust Canterbury on the fringe. Great ball from McGann for Silver. Does he have the pace? Elsham won't get him. He'll score. Great try. Put it down to McGann. He slipped a brilliant ball back near halfway. Eastern Stubborns have stung Canterbury after the break.
Yes, I was only watching McGann a few moments ago, thinking that his work rate was coming back to what I recollect him playing. And there he suddenly makes this bust, turns his back, gives the ball to Silver, the young fleet-footed fullback, who is just absolutely sensational over the ground. He covers an enormous amount of ground very, very quickly. And that was a beautiful bit of backing up by him. He's grinning like a Cheshire cat too. Now watch McGann as he turns the ball, takes the tackle, gives the pass to Silver. At that point, there was a try on for all season, as you heard in the commentary. But Silver ran round Elchin. I don't really blame Elchin for that, because he was standing still and had to move forward to try to cut him off, but he had plenty of side space. That is a splendid try. That is perfect forward play to be able to make forward progress, then get the pass away in the tackle. That is great stuff.
Just 22 years of age, Silver.
In the first 5 minutes of this second half, we've certainly seen more enthusiasm from the Knights. And I suspect the inclusion of Sam Stewart might have something to do with that. He's a very enthusiastic player. And there's Doyle making another half break. This is better stuff. Lindsay Gordon into the corner.
Great tackle by Lydiard.
Ashley Gordon it was. Oh, here come the Knights. They're in to score. Oh, this is magnificent start from the Knights in this second half. Robbie McCormick is the try scorer. But the enthusiasm has paid off.
Yes, a beautiful bit of play there by Newcastle. And let's watch the play develop. Hagan throws the ball on the outside, pivots, gives it back on the inside. He's got a runner there in McCormick, and McCormick goes in and scores the try right underneath the post. That's the black dot. Now here's the lead up to the try. Fulmer made this little darting run, got a pass away late, looked a little bit suspect, but the referee allowed it to go. On to Doyle, back to Hagan, then on to Gordon. Gordon goes very strongly. Beautiful tackle by Lydiard that I've already commented on. From the play the ball now, we'll watch. And here they go again. Hagan turns it back on the inside to McCormick, and McCormick finds a channel to go and score a try right underneath the posts.
3 tries for the year for Robbie McCormick.
Well, he's a tackling machine. That's his forte, and he kept up with it.
So Tunks off, Kennedy off. Joe Batanza on. 6 minutes remaining as Carter makes a break. He has support. Goes inside. Carter has scored. That could be the match winner. Great solo effort by Steve Carter. He's played a great game today. And Steve Edmed in the back play throws away a boot. And if we look back to Steve Carter, I wouldn't mind betting it's his boot. There it is. He slipped out of the tackle. Edmed left holding the boot as Carter throws the dummy and scores. Great try.
It's something that you don't plan here. This is just a simple try, a feint. He slipped out of it. Edmund should have got hold of him. A great dummy here under the post. Great try by Steve Carter, who undoubtedly has got to come into consideration for man of the match.
John Elias. Back for Benny. Interception almost from Speechley. Couldn't handle it. The tackle count will restart. Grant works his way straight up the middle. Found support from Freeman. Freeman's gone straight through. Docking comes to him. He got the pass back inside for O'Brien. O'Brien looks for support. O'Brien doesn't need support. He'll score on his own.
Sensational try. Came from a bit of broken football back about 60 yards. Just an astonishing try. The sort of try Balmain pull out regular as clockwork. Elias, around about the halfway line, gets this pass back inside to his namesake, but no relation, Benny Elias. It's almost intercepted by Speechley. Grant scoops it up beautifully, runs well, very well, shows a lot of elusive qualities. Manages to get a pass away very nicely to Freeman. Freeman then skirts around and uses that great acceleration of his to get himself to the quarter. Gets a pass back inside to O'Brien. Now watch O'Brien. Watch him dummy, swivel and go straight ahead. The defence fell for the fact that he did the big swivel. They thought he was going to offload and he spilled them. Here's the head-on shot. Watch it. State Bank replay will show every graphic moment of this. This is great stuff. Freeman, look at him go. Outlet comes to O'Brien. Now watch Gavin Miller get turned around. There he is. He's turned around and oh yes, how sweet it is.
Surinan tries the pass, gets it to McGarry. Both teams are taking chances. Hardwick takes it up. Elias throws a dummy. Gets the ball away to Roach. Has Jack with him. On the inside is Freeman. Freeman will score. Freeman scores. Roach made the break with Elias. And Gary Freeman, a perfect halfback's work to back up the middle after the break was made.
We have a look here, Benny Elias. They all go for big block. Big block draws the Crabs. Bad tackle by number 10 and number 9. They're the hooker. Beautiful pass there. He draws the fullback inside to Freeman. Certainly a great try. All Benny Elias and block.
We said at half-time Elias was the one to watch, and there he is, throws the dummy, slips halfway through the tackle of Drake. Roach looms up after bursting through, and inside was Freeman. Jack on the outside, Freeman on the inside, and a great try to Balmain, which takes them to the front. The big dummy, that was just enough to make him slip through the break. Elias not only throwing the dummy, but he has the pace to find the hole once it opens up in front of him, and the backup did the rest.
Bukowski. Sato doing his share of work up the middle. Lost the football. West went to sleep as Kerrod Walters picks up an easy 20. Back for Shearer. Shearer claps it on. Kerrod Walters inside a try. Willie Kahn took it well. Oh, yeah. At once I didn't think he was going to give it to Kahn, but he finished it off beautifully. He took a low pass and picked up 4 points.
Well, that may be a try that might get this young man into the consideration by the representative selectors, because this is beautifully taken. This is the point in the try on the Nissan replay where Casado lost it midfield. Picked up by Walters, given out to Shearer, did magically well, got tackled, flipped the ball out the back onto the other Walters, and then look at that pick-up by Kahn and the amount of traffic he had to go through and get the ball down. That's a real try, a real wing three-quarter try. Great stuff. Again, on a different aspect of it, we've got Walters, midfield, picked up the loose ball from Casado, back into Shearer. Now watch Shearer, he accelerates. I thought he was through, caught by the collar, got the ball away, got it out to Walters, and Kahn did magically, absolutely magical football to lower his hands down only 6 inches from the ground, take a pass, and then power his way over.
And Jackson hits it up, gets a pass away to Mann. Bradley picks it up, and play on. Play on. You see the shadows stretching across the field, which make the television coverage a little awkward. As Mortimer moving into dummy half. Clark throws the dummy, still going. Paul Clark gets the ball inside, great pass to Green. Green has Vandervoort. Vandervoort chases the direction and away from Bell. Colin Vandervoort. Bill Gould is pumped up with that one. Not much emotion on his face, but you can see he's just taken his seat. Colin Vandervoort racing away for the try. Just got away from Jason Bell. Changed direction to just try and slip away from him. And here it was, good work in here by Paul Clark initially, through the dummy to break the first line. Then he gets away from the defence, slips a ball inside. Green backing up beautifully. A perfect pass to Van der Voort. Van der Voort was always going to score, but Bell almost got the ankle tap to him.
You have a look here, the wide pass here to Paul Clark. This is what he does well. He's a good ball player. Throws a dummy, slips out of a tackle by Langford. Goodwin should have locked him up. Who's in support? David Green and Colin Van der Voort also in support. Wins the race to the line. That's the ball game for Penrith.
Well, it could well be. Colin Van der Voort had a very serious ankle injury in the trials of 1990.